As well as, gentlemen, Papa Boris is back for the rest of this Priest Hearthstone Arena run. I do like... Well, no, wait, whoa, I'm thinking of the wrong deck. I was gonna say I do like this deck, then I remembered what the deck was. I am not a big fan of this deck. There were a lot of really trash heap style picks in here. It'd be nice to go back over it afterwards and see if I could have squeezed just like a teensy weensy schmeensy eensy meensy bit of value out of the picks that I did have. But we're gonna have a struggle here. I would like to get to 4 wins with this deck, and as a reminder, I will be posting this regardless of whether I do well or poorly. So you don't know watching videos on my channel anymore whether they ended well or not. I'll be posting this no matter what, and I'll be really happy to get up to 4 wins just to be above average, and then move on to my next arena. Mind control too slow. This guy actually is okay. If you get lucky and the shaman flips the 1/1 totem, you can like get an extra card against it. This is actually really unfortunate as far as mulligans go. Ah, we have a turn 1 play. Woo! All right, let's do that. Get her down there. The light protects me. Is that a human or is that like a blood elf or an orc? There's like the face looks kind of weird there. I don't know what race that is. Not that there's anything wrong with blood elves and orcs. Ah, Frost Shock. That's an interesting choice. We might be up against a Sunday afternoon casual player. I will keep an open mind and be ready to be surprised if need be. But I don't know at the moment why a Frost Shock would be worth popping the Divine Shield on the Narjan Squire. That does not seem worth it to me at all, because you're spending a card to just pop this thing's Divine Shield, so you're just losing a card. You're going a card down, basically. I don't think that's good, but we'll see if my opponent has some kind of thing that I had not thought about coming up. We're on the Vandalism map. Okay, well, what that did do was it allowed the Fairy Dragon to come into play and not die. So I guess that is something. Let's play the Acolyte of Pain here, I think. So the idea is that if the Fairy Dragon just kills the Arch and Squire, my Acolyte of Pain kills then the Fairy Dragon, which I'm fine with because I draw a card from that. So I've spent a total of 2 cards, and my opponent spent a total of 2 cards, the Frost Shock plus the Fairy Dragon, but I drew a card off of it and he didn't, so I come out ahead. Now, of course, my opponent could play any number of things to change all that. We'll see what he decides to do. Dalua, the Shaman. That sounds kind of French, actually, when you say it. Dalua. Alright, here's the coin. What do we got? Oh, jeez. We got Ascension Shieldmaster here. Yes, we do. Oh, man. Who's good at calling them? Who's good at calling them? And who's good at balling them? That's right. Papa Boris, the caller, and the baller. Alright. This is actually terrible right now. This board state is no good, and I don't have any of my innumerable Shadow Word pains to dig myself out of this hole. My opponent obliges me by giving me a card, which is nice of him. This doesn't help right now. 4 mana is a bit awkward. Yeah. Shadow Word paid. Oh my god, you know, if my opponent hadn't killed my Acolyte and had instead killed the Argent Squire, I would have drawn this for the turn. I wouldn't have seen this card, but because my opponent let me see that card, it was a Shadow Word Pain. So I killed Ascension. I killed the Fairy Dragon. Don't have anything to do with 2 mana, but that's okay. Not having something to do sometimes is a price I will happily pay for this awesome, awesome, awesome hero ability. Alright, well next turn, since it's probably just going to be like an empty board, I'll just play this. This is pretty much the ideal thing to play down when nothing's happening. Yep, seems fine. This card actually does take out Ascension Shieldmaster, although at some cost. And it kind of shows how good this engine is, that, you know, that's a 3 mana drop, or 4 mana drop, almost like survives against a 5 mana drop. But basically, this Squire dies, and then this guy finishes him off and stays at 1 health. I like the art for this card. It's kind of cool. That gun is, in fact, very big. Right, we have a healing totem, so that actually allows my opponent to try to get away with murder, maybe? Nope. He takes 2 damage, heals back up to 4, I still kill him. The healing totem does not save him unless he has other sources of healing in his hand here. Alright, he's going to pass turn, fair enough. No Gnomish Inventor. Well, let's actually just kill this while we have the chance. I think I'll actually draw a card and heal my guy. This seems like a fine use of my time. So my guy no longer dies to Forked Lightning, although he will still die to Lightning Bolt and Rockbiter Weapon. This guy's close to being playable. Shamans, like Paladins, put stuff onto the board. So this guy is a little bit easier to play when you do play against those classes. My opponent will probably play a Hex on this. I'm assuming, of course, if my opponent has one. That's the Shaman's pretty really only answer to big creatures like that, albeit if it's a very good one. But even so, I don't mind baiting out a Hex and having all these cards still left to play. These are all pretty high quality cards. Fire Elementals, yes, those are broken as all hell, as we saw in my own arena. I can't quite kill it, unfortunately. Shadow Word Pain is the wrong shadow word, so let's just play this. Kill his healing totem. Fast turn. So, with Fire Elemental and a little bit of help, he can take down the Sea Giant, but I consider that a victory because I killed his Fire Elemental. He could also just kill the Gnomish Inventor here, though that does expose him to possible other types of removal. We'll see if he takes the risk or not. Sunwalker, very good card. Shadow Word Pain doesn't quite kill it. This guy's actually going to be pretty good, though, for popping off that Divine Shield. Alright. This guy will be at 4 health. Actually, I can heal him back up. Perfect. Okay, what we're going to do is... Wait. He deals 2 damage. The Fire Elemental has 3 health. No, I got nothing. Okay, we're going to pop the Divine Shield. Kill the Sunwalker. Heal up. Alright, so now any of my creatures would trade with this Fire Elemental, and the Sea Giant actually would survive. So, you know, a 1 toughness creature is vulnerable, but it takes some work to kill it. So I'm okay with that state of affairs. So I can smash into the Fire Elemental if nothing happens and heal up my Giant, keeping him above the vulnerable mark. You do want to keep, against Shamans, creatures above 1 health because they've got the Frost Shock and the Earth Shock for dealing 1 damage. The Frost Shock, you'll remember my opponent kind of wasted on my Argent Squire in the opening round of the game. Bloodlust, interesting. So this is going to allow my opponent to kill off my Giant. But I have the perfect answer to the Scarlet Crusader, because Bloodlust does not last forever. The turn is over, and now Shadow Word Pain ignores the Divine Shield. So, boink. And we'll just play the best creature we have. I think that seems pretty reasonable. Don't need to use the Voodoo Doctor just yet. His Battle Cry would be wasted, because nothing is missing health. Well, and it's at this point as a priest where you feel really good about things, because if your opponent plays lots of big, or something big, you can steal it. If your opponent plays lots of little stuff, you have creatures on the board to kill it with, and you can heal back up. So, I think it would take some really extraordinary bad luck for me to lose this game. That's not going to quite do it for my opponent, I'm afraid. Because I'm going to steal it. Now when I steal that, I don't have any overload or anything. The overload belongs entirely to my opponent. Let's actually go ahead and just kill this thing. That seems fine. Heal up my creature. And swing for damage. So now I'm threatening to win the game. I've got 13, 16, 20 damage here. 22 damage. If you count the Holy Smite. And, yep. That was a good game. Ready for action. This brave, brave footman is really staring down a terrifying army. Can you imagine being this little guy? Being like, alright, hey, Goldstar Footman, you get out there, you totally got this. And he's looking up at like the 6-6 and the 7-8. Like, oh, really, guys? Are you sure I should be in the front lines? Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and just Holy Smite. And boink-a-loink, boink, boink. Dalua! the shaman. You know, Dalwa should be a mage. Dalwa is not a shaman name, it's a mage name. Look how nicely that rolls off the tongue. Dalwa is the mage. Okay. Anyway, that was a good game. We're up to 2 wins. We're almost average. Hearthstone Arena is so great because, you know, you win a few arenas, you get up to 9 wins, you feel like you're on top of the world, like you're unbeatable. And then all it takes is like one bad run and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. I can't do anything. Luckily, I do have quite a reserve of gold here. About 2,200, so 900 of that is from the payback, from the account wipe. And a lot of that, of course, is from the free achievements. But I do have a fair margin to go through before I actually start having to pay cash for my arenas. This is all not really what I want. Champism. So it looks like champion, but with a typo. Oh no! I got both of the wrong shadow words. Are you kidding me? There's like 2 of these in the deck, and then... Fuck my life. There's like 2 of them in the deck, and like 3 or 4 shadow word pains, and of course I get the deaths. Both in the hand. That's not good. Now, I do have a good play here, the Imani Berserker on turn 2. My opponent has a slow start. He did nothing for the first 2 turns, which I will not complain about. This is a decent play on turn 3, depending on what my opponent plays. I might try to see if my opponent will overextend against Shadow Madness and try to 2 for 1. We'll see if we can make it work. Now, what's nice about Shadow Word Death is, against priests do play Light Spawn for 4 mana, and Shadow Word Death will kill those quite nicely. So, did I take one of these over a Spellbreaker? If so, I regret that. I can't remember exactly. I know I passed a Spellbreaker over something, but I cannot remember what it was. Ah, thank goodness. This is totally worth doing, by the way. I don't even want to give him a single card. I don't even want to give him a card to get my guy unraged or any of that. I just don't want him drawing any cards whatsoever. When you have like a little bit of an edge on the board, don't let your opponent crawl back up by, you know, letting him keep a 1/1 and drawing a card and all that stuff. Just keep the pressure up as much as you can. Alright, that guy is actually quite a good play here. It trumps my Berserker and Shadow Madness. I can't kill it because there's no other creature to run it into. So that sucks. Really not much I can do here. I got the wrong shadow words here. Let's go ahead, though, and play Silver Moon Guardian. So this thing would be wasted, so I don't want to use the coin for it. We'll swing. So he'll get to kill my Berserker, but then I'll get to pop the Divine Shield and kill that guy back off. Ah, Dark Iron Dwarf. Well, actually, that's not the greatest right here, because it, the extra attack wasn't actually relevant. What's really hilarious is I cannot Shadow Madness either of these things, and my Divine Shield doesn't quite get the job done against that guy. Okay, let me think very carefully how to do this. Shadow Word Death will kill this, but then the Dwarf can't die. I could play this guy to kill that thing. Ah, that's perfect. I'm going to play this guy, kill that thing. I'm going to just swing on by. So now this 4/2, which already killed a creature, threatens now to trade with another creature, and this guy can pop my Divine Shield. That might actually be his best play. Just, you know, like, hey, this Dark Iron Dwarf's going to die, let's pop the Divine Shield off. It's probably better to pop off the Divine Shield than to deal 4 damage to me. So that's probably his best plan, is to pop the Divine Shield, barring, of course, cards in his hand. He could also have, like, a Shadow Word, you know, Pain, and then just kill this.
Give me a quest.
That's scary. How many cards can you play after it, is the question. Divine Spirits. Ah. Touché, sir. Touché. Inner Fire. What are you... Oh, I see. So he's just doing that to... That was a mistake! Oh my god, my opponent made a mistake. When this guy was a 4/8, he should have cast Inner Fire on it. Yeah, he should have cast He should have done doubles Divine Spirit, make it a 4/8, cast Inner Fire on it, make him an 8/8, then kill my guy, be an 8/4, and this guy's still a 4/4, so it all ends up being the same thing. Oh my god, I actually cannot... Is he playing around Shadow Word Death? Like, is that why he left this at 4? Because if so, this guy's a freaking master. I can't do Shadow Madness, I can't do Shadow Word Death. This is ridiculous! Christ. Alright, we're gonna play this. We're gonna draw a card. Nothing I could really draw would be of use. That would have been good at the start of the turn, not right now, though. And healing does nothing, so we're just going to pass the turn. I could have coined out the Acolyte, but that seemed a bit silly right now. So, yeah, one more card on the Questing Adventurer, and Shadow or Death will kill it. So he's going to pop the Divine Shield with a really expensive card, actually. That's an interesting decision. I don't know why he did that, but okay. He's going to swing above me with both cards. I don't know what these plays about. I don't know how I feel about these plays of my opponent. Alright, there's Shadow Word Pain. That's nice and all. Let's Shadow Word Death to kill that guy before anything else bad happens. We're going to play this guy to stop that Dark Iron Dwarf from being a menace. Then we're going to ignore my opponent and just swing-a-roo. So now I have a bit of a board advantage and a bit of a card advantage. And life is about the same, so I feel okay. This seems like a totally fine situation. Now, if my opponent has Shadow Word Pain, it can all change. It can kill this engine. And then the Dark Iron Dwarf will probably end up trading against both of my creatures. Alright, he Thought Stole, which is, I guess, in the long run, he'll break even. He's a priest, I'm a priest. Ah, it's a very good card, so he gets to kill my Senjin now. But, I think, now Shadow Madness can finally take something good. And here's the coin, being really good as well. I'm safe from Holy Nova. I'm actually even pretty safe from Mind Control. So I'm feeling pretty good. And as I mentioned before, don't underestimate like these 3 3s and 2 4s smacking your opponent. I mean, this is 5 damage a turn. That's a 6th of your starting life total in this game. Do not underestimate what a couple of little creatures can do if you let them live on the board and survive long enough. I wish you could pop these vegetables when your opponent was targeting. That would be great. Ah, another Holy Fire. It's a good card, but it's better when you're ahead than when you're behind, because, I mean, he killed one creature, but it was like all his mana for the turn, and I still have all these other creatures. Lightwell, yeah, I will play that, actually. That's very good to play here. We'll hold off on the Dark Scale Healer until some of my minions get damaged. If this Lightwell is not dealt with, I can start to heal back up, and then I'm just going to get out of control here and win. I've got 8 cards on the board. To my opponent's 5. He's going to get 2 health back. Alright. 5 health is a little bit difficult for me to deal with. And this is the infamous 4 power, so I can't do anything about it. But, Shadow Word Pain seems like a pretty good time. This kills anything that I would attack it with. I don't want to send the Acolyte in because I don't have anything that deals 4 damage. I have to send in 2 of my creatures. You know what? Well, we're just going to ignore that thing. That thing can just go suck a dong. Yeah, I'll just play out. I mean, the priest global removal is Holy Nova. So, I'm safe from that. This is Divine Shield. This is more than 2 life. Everything's totally fine here. He can play one big thing, and I can Shadow Word Death it. If he plays a lot of little stuff, he might be more in trouble, but he also has to play a taunt and heal because he's kind of low in life, and I'm threatening to kill him. That's not really going to save my opponent, unfortunately. This would be a mistake because the Lightwell's going to heal it, unless there's a way to finish it off. He should have attacked something that would die, so that it wouldn't get above the Lightwell. I think he just realized his mistake, and he concedes. Alright, we cobbled together another win from our cards. I feel like a sports announcer who says really unremarkable stuff, like if they score another touchdown, they'll get 7 more points. I feel like I managed to win by playing my cards. Okay, let's see who our next worthy opponent is. That was really fast. Is it the same guy? Champism? Uh-oh. No, it's a priest, but it's a different one. Schrodin the priest. Not to be confused with, I don't know, Rodin the painter. Alright, this is all not stuff I want right now. Too expensive, not enough impact. Alright, there we go. Here we go. This is a good early removal. This probably will come downhill a little bit of life if my opponent is aggressive enough. And then, of course, Shadow Madness is nice. So I can take it slow, wait for my opponent to overextend, and then smack and kill 2 creatures. That is Ye Old Plant. This actually was a boss for me last game. In the last game, it was totally useless the whole game until my opponent finally played a Defender of Argus. He needed it for the buff. And then I had something I could steal, and it was awesome. Alright, nothing going for him, nothing going for me. I might play this next turn wasting the health just to put a 3-3 on the board. That seems like a pretty good move. Alright, actually, that's interesting. I could kill this with Holy Smite, but I'm actually just going to put this down. It's a bit of a waste, sure, but if my opponent has a Shadow Word Pain, I'd rather he use it now than have it later. Power Word Shield. Ah, very good play, sir. Very good play. So he gets to draw a card. The wolf gets to survive. Does he have something else, like a Shattered Sun Cleric? Injured Blade Master. Oh dear. That is a card I respect, actually. Well, let's think. I actually have quite a few options here. So one, I could smack into the wolf, and then... this doesn't quite work. Okay, so I could attack the wolf. The wolf goes down to 1 health, finishes off with Holy Smite. I have 3 mana left. I could use Shadow Word Death to kill the Blade Master. So I'd have to do this first. I'd first kill the Blade Master while it's getting pumped by the wolf, then attack the wolf, then Holy Smite. I have a 3-1 left on the board. Story number 1. Story number 2. I use Shadow Madness. I steal the wolf. I buff this guy to be a 4-3, but that's actually not relevant in the slightest in this case, unfortunately. I deal 4 damage. I attack the wolf into this. The wolf dies, but this guy lives, and he's at 1 health. I don't have enough mana then to Holy Smite it to death. It will get healed almost certainly next turn to 3 health, whereupon Stormpike Commando will not be able to kill it. Another option, I could play that, which sucks. Okay, well, I guess the move is going to be what I talked about then. So we're going to Shadow Word Death. Do this. Clear his stuff out. Pass the turn. So the drawback of that plan is that now I might not be able to put good use to Shadow Madness, unless my opponent plays 2 things at once. But the advantage is that I keep a creature on the board. Oh no, that's not good. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Oh my god, well, I have to confess that was a pretty good draw. Okay, if I hadn't drawn this, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. I would have played this guy, dealt 2 damage, smacked my guy in. Wait, that might actually still be the best play. Hang on a minute. No, that's not the best play. The best play is to kill this, and then to heal this, because I'm a priest, and priests are awesome. So now my guy is fit and hearty. My opponent has 6 cards to my 5. I didn't lose any cards or anything. It's just that second player starts with an extra card. Scarlet Crusade, very good card. Does he have another creature for me to run this into? No? Okay. So I have 2 options here, as is so often seems to be the case. 3 options. I could place his Shield Master, hide behind the taunt, and ignore it. I'm going to go for this, though. The reason being, he has the magic 4 power. So he doesn't die to Shadow Words. Holy Smite is the only thing he's vulnerable to that priests have. And I'm assuming the priest doesn't have that. Shadow Form. Ah, that's pretty good. Well, now my opponent has a very good hero ability, but he cannot heal anymore. So like this, I don't even care about. How are you going to heal anything, buddy, huh? How are you going to do it? So what I'm going to do is keep my surprise in my back pocket. Let's play this engine and heal up. We'll save this for the next turn. Hopefully I can kill something good with it. The Senjin actually holds up pretty nicely against the Mind Spike. Keep in mind, Mind Spike, you know, is sort of a counter to Lesser Heal. Like, whatever he Mind Spikes, I can heal up, if it doesn't die right away. Alright. Well, this is actually a pretty good card right here. So what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to play... is there a better way to Shadow Madness? Ooh, hang on a minute. I could Shadow Madness... Oh my gosh. I could Shadow... So, okay. Let me do this one step at a time. Okay, my initial plan was Argent Commander, run down, charge into this guy, pop Divine Shield, kill the Squire with my Senjin, heal up Senjin. I have a 4-3 and a 3-3. Or I could play Shadow Madness on the Northshire Cleric. While it's under my control, I could heal my Senjin Shield Master, draw a card, run the Cleric into the Silverhand Knight, putting him down to 3 health. This guy's at 5 health. Attack. This guy survives. 4 mana left. Or no, excuse me. I have 2 mana left over. The 2 mana left over kind of sucks. I can just play the Elven Archer, but it sort of blows. And then this engine's going to die to that thing. Alright, yeah, that's not the right play. I think this is maybe not as fancy schmancy, but it is solid. So my opponent can't actually kill this very easily right here. He has Mind Spike, but I have a Taunter, so he needs Shadow Word Pain or a Silence for this taunt. in order to be able to Mind Spike and then finish off my Argent Commander with a Squire or his Northstar Cleric. Northstar Cleric and... Holy Fire, very good card. Wasting the heal, but it's worth it. Northstar Cleric and Shadow Form, I would say, are actually a non-bow. They, yeah, he's actually getting rid of his Northstar Cleric, because, I mean, if you can't heal yourself, it's not that great. Okay, well, I think a sensible move here is to do this, because you always want to draw cards first. Silver Moon Guardian, that's nice. I'm actually going to use this hunk of junk. Hold on to the Elven Archer. Everything I have trades with the Squire. Mind Spike is, of course, very good for my opponent here, but I think I'm hanging in there cards-wise. He's got 7 to my 7, so hanging in there for now.
It's time for a little blood.
Alright, he's going to kill off the Dragonling. What has he got for 5 mana? Arcanine Soul Priest, that's not that good. It's just a 3/5, which is actually okay at this point. I really need Shadow Word Pain. Ha! Now, let's take a quick look at Shadow Madness here. I can steal the Soul Priest. While it's under my control, this becomes a kill. I smash the Amani Berserker, it dies. This thing drops down to 2 health. I heal, quote-unquote, that thing, and it dies. And then I can just Shadow Word Pain that thing to finish it off. That seems like a really good play. So we're going to do this. 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 And... yeah, I think it's worth killing. I'm still going to hold on to the Elven Archer. My opponent has so much health. It's going to be a while before 1 point of damage actually matters. And it just dies to Mind Spike, which is why I really want to save this until it actually makes a difference.
Drink with me, friend.
Alright, there's the Panda. Boulderfist Ogre. Very good card, but I have Shadow Word Death, so yay! Alright, that's great. Alright, we're going to do this. Elven Archer's still not very good here. I'm going to make my opponent work for it. So I'm going to heal this. Swing in. My opponent can, of course, kill it with Mind Spike, but I'm making him work for it. I'm making him spend his mana to do that. Even after one thing dies to Mind Spike, I have 5 cards to his 4, so he's in a bit of trouble. He needs good cards. I'm actually out of removal, though, so all he needs is one good thing, and he'll be fine. Okay, well, let's see what I draw. It's going to be really important right now. Shadow Form. I also have a Shadow Form. Would you look at that? Well, one cute thing about Shadow Form, remember, folks, is that when you use it, it kind of resets your power. So I'm going to heal up for one last time, Shadow Form it up, and think I could. Yeah, I'm gonna actually kill this Light Spawn before it gets out of hand. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Now, the reason I'm not using the Gnomish Inventor is Holy Nova is still a possibility. So I don't want the Gnomish Inventor to die to Holy Nova. I'd rather throw away my Squire and have 2 things that survive to Holy Nova. Now, of course, my opponent can finish off one of them with the Mind Spike, but I now also have Mind Spike, so we're kind of on even footing. 4 cards to 4 cards. He's up to play first, that's his advantage, but I have the life advantage. So we'll see what he can do. Dark-Eyed Dwarf. That's a bit of a desperation move. It shows his hand is not very good. He's just totally wasting this ability to put it on the board. Mind Control. It's not worth mind controlling. I think I'd better save my mind control. What I'm going to do is kill the dwarf like this, because I don't want my knight to die. I'm going to play this. My opponent can, of course, pop Divine Shield with the Mind Spike, but still, that's effort he has to expend on this creature. Actually, I'm very happy now that I drafted 2 mind controls, because it's nice knowing that another one is in the pike here. He has a mind control as well. Touche, sir. Touche. And he's popping the Divine Shield. Very smart move. Alright. Well, I could mind control this thing back, which seems a little sad. Yeah. I think a much more sensible move is this. And I'm going to ignore this thing. I'm just going to attack up. I'm going to actually keep ignoring it and Mind Spike that. So we're threatening the kill here. Sea Giant plus Mind Spike is the kill, so my opponent has to address that in some fashion or other. Shadow Word Death is a good way to do it. Very good way to do it. It must be noted. Alright, does he have nothing to do with 7 mana? No, he's got stuff to do.
I'll put it
Ah, smart play, sir. So he's getting that guy back up into his hand. So he stole it from me. Now he's putting it in his hand. He's actually going to get to replay it. Ugh. Well, this blows. I don't want to mind control that, or do I? Yes, I do. I want to threaten the win. So I'm threatening to kill my opponent right here. He can't afford to just leisurely play his Silver Hand Knight. Or should I say, quote-unquote, his Silver Hand Knight. He needs an answer. Oh my god, he's like me. He has all these Shadow Word deaths. Ugh. So he's played that, which he's stolen from me. Now I really wish I had stolen it. That would have been good. Now the good news is that I kill him in 4 turns. But I don't think I can afford to do that. Oh, I drew my Northshire non-bow cleric. Fuck. Oh, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna totally go for it here. I kill him in 3 turns. I heal myself up a little bit. He's dealing a fair amount of damage to me per turn, but if he's using Mind Spike on me, then that will allow my Voodoo Doctor to trade with the Squire. So he either has to reduce the damage he's dealing to me, or allow me to deal more damage to him. So he's going to take out my creatures. Holy Nova is actually very good for him, because it means that I have to take an extra turn to kill him, but I drew a card off of that, because this Squire got healed. Alright. Okay. Well, I think we're actually going to kill this Squire now. Play this guy. Hold on to this. That's the turn. Maybe I should have played this and given it a buff with the Temple Enforcer. That's a possibility. But the problem is Mind Spike pops Divine Shield. This guy can just kill it, so it didn't seem that worth it. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Jesus, he has another one? Oh, no. Ah, Christ. I need my other Mind Control now. I'm actually running out of time. I'm running perilously low on time here. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 9. Oh my god, are you kidding me? There's no point hitting his creatures with my stuff, with the Mind Spike, because I can just do it next turn. Oh god, are you how many Shadow Word deaths does a man need? Apparently enough. He killed my Sea Giant with it. He killed, I think, 1 or 2 other things with it. He killed my Temple Enforcer with it. Alright, does he have a finisher here? He needs just 1 more source of damage. Elven Archer will do. Shadow Word Pain. Wow, he's got ass tons of stuff. And he's gonna Mind Spike me. Okay, well I can't kill him unless I get lucky. I can deal 3 damage now. Mind Control is not gonna do it, folks. Oh, nope, it's not. Because Mind Spike is gonna finish me off. I can steal this creature. I can kill his Shattered Sun Cleric, and then he Mind Spikes me to death. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Just in case he, like, has a massive brain fart and forgets. But, yep, that is the game.
Well played.
I'm gonna make him do it. He did it.
Well played.
You've gotta be fucking kidding me! Jesus! Man, I really thought I had that game. But my opponent, I guess I messed up. He got a lot of value when he pandaed this back into his hand. Now, was I gonna play around him having a panda? I guess I could have. I could have just mind controlled it. I ended up mind controlling his panda, but it would have been way better to mind control that 4/4, because the 5/4 and the 4/4 were identical. I think, yeah, he actually killed the panda with a Shadow Word Death. So he was running 3 Shadow Word Deaths. He had 3 one-click kills, and they were all against my best creatures. My Giant, my Temple Enforcer, and the Panda, all of which, had they hit my opponent even once, would have won me the game. Oh my god. Alright, so we're up against a Warlock, Holy Diver.
Shall bring victory.
What is this crap? Alright, we're gonna keep this, I guess. I keep mulliganing it, but it keeps coming back. So I'll just fucking give up. Against a Warlock, I could play a Voodoo Doctor on turn 1, and I will. Having that presence is more valuable than having 2 health. Oh my god, that game was ridiculous. Yeah, I should have mind controlled that Silverhand Knight, because it was immune to Shadow Word shenanigans, and I could have gotten 1 more hit, and maybe won the game. Baloney nuts, I say. Baloney nuts. That was a sturdy window. Monty Berserker pretty good here. Pretty good against this Voodoo Doctor. In the olden times, without this Blood Imp, I could have killed it with the Iron Forge Rifleman and the Doctor. In modern times, I'm going to have to top deck Shadow Word Pain. I do have a lot of those, so it's not unreasonable for me to draw them. Ah, Blood Imps. Such a good card. I have one Holy Nova, which I don't think I've ever seen. Oh no, I played it in that one game that I lost. Yeah, I have one Holy Nova. That's my main way of getting rid of Blood Imps. But the problem with Blood Imps is anything more with one native toughness with a Blood Imp is going to just survive Holy Nova. Like this, 2 toughness, survives Holy Nova. Shadow Word Pain. Let's not do that. Let's not get too carried away here. Let's just coin out Ascension. It holds up very nicely against his Shazatsicles. Warlock's not the best at killing this. They can deal 4 damage really easily with Soulfire and Shadow Bolt, but not so much the 5 damage. That's kind of the weak spot for warriors. So we need that card plus something else. Spellbreaker. Very good card, that Spellbreaker, especially with the Blood Imp making my Senjin not able to kill it. God damn it. Oh my god. Oh, what is going on today? What is going on today? Alright, what we're going to do is a little bit of a tricksy move. I'm going to smash in like this, and I'm going to heal up. So he can now still trade, but he knows that if he doesn't trade, I can heal this again and kill his guy for free.
I've got a huge.
Okay, good thing I healed that thing. He's gonna do the trade. Well played. Northshire Cleric is a little bit unhelpful here at this time. This guy isn't doing anything for me. Shadow Word Death, this guy isn't quite good enough. I guess we're gonna play that thing. And see if we can play a Sea Giant soon. No, one of my creatures is gonna die for sure, so it'll cost 7 mana. I'll have 6 mana. Holy Diver. Should be a priest.
The gates are
Oh god. Well, Shadow Word Death is the right card at the right time here. Of course, normally the Dragonling could kill the Stormpike, but instead the Blood Imp is just making my life miserable on all fronts here. Shadow form, a bit too early. I could play the Sea Giant, but let's just take it easy here. Kill this guy. And pass ye old turn. So I'm just trying to keep up board advantage here. He's got 5 cards to 5 cards. A bit of a life advantage for him. I have a card drawing engine in the wings here. Okay. I could play Sea Giant after my opponent draws a card after doing everything else on his turn. Let's see what I get. Argent Commander is good. This guy's done his job. Northshire Cleric would die to a Hellfire, which my opponent might want to play here. So, because like if my opponent, let's say I play Northshire Cleric, my opponent could run in the Blood Imp, drop this thing down to 3 health, Hellfire, kill 3 of my creatures. I don't really want to open myself wide open like that, so we'll make it, if he has a Hellfire, oops, we'll make it so that if he has a Hellfire, it is less tempting of a proposition for him. War Golem. Oh boy, that's pretty big. It's not as big, not quite as big as this thing, but pretty big. Can I get a Shadow Word Death? No, I can't get Shadow Word Death. That would be silly. Okay, still can't use Northshire Cleric. So we will avail of ourselves of this opportunity to play the Giant. And it's nothing urgent for the Argent Squire, but I'll put her down anyway. She survives Hellfires. We're going to just swing on by here. So my opponent can use the War Golem to hit me really hard, down to 15 health, or to swing into my Giant and then finish it off with a Mortal Coil, let's say, if she has one. That would be a pretty good use of this Golem, trading each other's big creatures. The risk of letting me do the trade is I can heal on my turn, so you don't particularly want to let me do that if you can avoid it. That's pretty good. So he can use it to kill the Argent Commander, I would assume. That I will ignore forever. No, he's going to swing by me. completely. I guess he has some kind of burn up here. Very risky move, though. Very, very risky move. Let me actually count my damage. 8, 12, 14, 15. My opponent made a very risky play there, just letting me swing for 15 damage. Because, I mean, with 3 cards, pretty good odds I can deal 1 point of damage somewhere. This is a really good example, though, of looking for the win. Because if I started doing trades, like with the War Golem and heal it, I was low on life. He might have been able to burn me out. Holy Diver, the Warlock, takes the fall. We're up to, is this 4 wins, or is it, or does it just feel like it's 4 wins, but it's actually like my 2nd win? Okay, no, thank goodness. It's 4 wins, that's great. We are officially above average. Every win here when you're at 2 wins is just gold. Like, oh, what if I get up to 5 wins? Oh man, what if I get up to 6 wins? Holy shit, what if I get up to 7 wins? It'll be great. Alright, we're up against a Paladin. MJ Cat the Paladin. Don't mind playing against Paladins, honestly. Their big thing is, you know, big creatures. And I can mind control them. I've got 2 of those, I think. Or am I just misremembering? Did I pass one? I'm going to hold on to the Elven Archer. This is, like, using this to pick off one of his free 1/1s is a totally valid use of Elven Archer, I think. It just robs him of 2 mana, and time is money. Now, I'm not going to play the Elven Archer on turn 1. That's just silly. You don't want to do that. It is not a good idea. That guy. Okay. Well, we'll take a little bit of a risk. We'll play Lightwell. It is possible but improbable that my opponent can buff this guy up enough to kill the Lightwell. And then next turn, hopefully I can play Holy Smite and Elven Archer. Alright, good. No craziness or anything like that. So all the damage he deals, it doesn't matter who he deals it to, it's going to get healed. A little bit of a change of plans here. We're going to have to do this. I did not see any Inner Fires in this draft, unfortunately. I saw plenty of Divine Spirits, but no Inner Fires, which is a bit sad.
For the crusade!
Uh-oh. That's not good. So Shadow Madness doesn't really work quite like I want it to. I can kill this guy, basically, and pop the Divine Shield, but that's so sad. I have nothing to do this turn. Oh my fuck, this is terrible. I'm literally doing nothing on turn 4. I don't think spending this to kill a 1/1 is, and popping a Divine Shield is worth it. Is it worth it? It'll make it a little bit harder for the Lightwell to die, but do I even care about the Lightwell at this stage? God damn it, this is a terrible hand. Alright, I'll do it. I think it's better to do something bad than to do nothing. Blessing of Kings. I'd love to mind control that, but that's not for 4 more turns. So I really need some help here. I guess this guy kind of trades with her by himself, sort of. I have to cross my fingers and pray my opponent has no of those. Yeah. Oh boy. I cannot catch a break today. So that's hitting me really hard. I don't have my Shadow Word Deaths, Voodoo Doctor. Alright, that'll heal me a little bit. Darkscale Healer will heal me a little bit. I can't let this hit me for 2 more turns till Mind Control comes online. That is just not really an option. Oh my god, I'm 1 turn away from Mind Control. Okay. My opponent has a secret. It is probably Noble Sacrifice. I'll flush it out with the Voodoo Doctor. It's not Noble Sacrifice. Well then. I guess I will do this. Heal up. Oh, Redemption. Gotcha. And do that. So next turn I can steal this thing, finally. Hammer of Wrath. Good times. Good times were had by all, except for Papa Boris. Note that when you mind control this, he continues drawing a card, so that's actually really awful. Because it means that even if I steal this, he's going to keep on getting cards from it. But I mean, I clearly have to steal it because I just can't. I have literally no other way of winning otherwise. Shadow form, that's cute and all, but this needs to happen. So my opponent's actually kind of in an interesting conundrum because he sort of wants me to keep attacking him because it keeps drawing him cards. But he also wants to kill that because it is a 7-3.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife juggler, alright.
The gates are open.
Looks like he's going to go ahead and just kill it, which I cannot blame him for.
I am sorry.
You don't need to be sorry. I'm going to steal your Lord of the Arena. Oh god, well, Arena Life is on the line here. He's got 5 cards to my 3, and he's to play, but I have some quality-ass cards here. These are both really good. Holy Wrath, please don't be lucky. Alright, that could have been a lot worse, I suppose. He can trade the Knife Juggler in. Please die to Argent Commander. Oh, thank you. Actually, that dies to Shadow form. How greedy do I want to get?
Reporting for duty.
I could heal myself one last time, turn into Shadow form. Heal, Shadow form. I can't do... So 2, 5, 7, and I cannot play either one of these cards. I could play this, Shadow form, and kill the Mana Wraith, but then I'd lose my last chance to heal. Or I could just heal, Shadow form, kill the Mana Wraith, not play anything else, and wait for these for another turn. But I think it's important to put something onto the board. More important, I think, than healing 2 points of health. So we're going to draw a card. That guy. I cannot do this and the Silver Moon Guardian, unfortunately. We're going to put him down, though. So basically, it's a bit risky here. I've left a Paladin with creatures on the board. He could buff them and kill me and whatever, but I figure it's worth the risk right here to put some creatures out on the board here and see what he's got. Ah, stealth is a very, very good thing in general in this circumstance.
Reporting for duty.
Still technically alive. Sea Giant is cheap. Alright, well, let's not use Shadow form just yet. Let's just kill this thing. Let's kill that thing. Let's heal up. I should have played this first. It doesn't really matter, though. Get my 8/8 down. Alright, in theory I should survive. He'd have to deal 8 more damage to me somehow. That's a little bit unlikely for a Paladin. Possible, but not likely. Azure Drake. That's a pretty credible threat. The Argent Commander will enjoy killing it. Consecration. You've got to be kidding me. Ugh. That was really good. He's going to leave my Giant alone, going for the kill here. Very risky move. Well, we're going to do this. I'm fairly certain my opponent forgot that priests can heal creatures. I'm going to heal that, then kill the tiger. Keep my Giant. Thanks very much.
For the king!
Oh god. That could kill me, but luckily he doesn't have any buffs for it. Oh my god, he could have killed me. He could have killed me right now. He could have charged at me and dealt 3 damage with that thing. Wow, my opponent forgot to look for the win. Alright, well, folks, this is where we get to see if Papa Boris can cheat a game out of the system here. Shadow form is totally unplayable right now. I have to keep healing. Unless things get super desperate. Oh my god, my opponent had the 2/5 charger. He could have swung at me, played the Nightblade, and won the game. Instead, he chose not to, and he's letting me play. I mean, you can see, even if he ends up winning this game, like, it gave me, like, kind of a chance to crawl back up here. So, let's... Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna Shadow Word Death that guy for sure. Now, what's tempting is to play the Northshire Cleric, kill this guy, heal it, and draw a card, but there's too much stuff that can still kill me. So I'm actually gonna heal myself still. Play that. I have to kill all of the creatures that he places. No exceptions. And pass the turn. Now, the problem is this stuff doesn't hit very hard, so if he draws one kind of big thing and I don't top deck my Shadow Word Death, I will lose. I've already used both mind controls, which is a problem. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
I could use a Holy Nova, actually. That would draw me 2 cards. Nope. That guy's very, very good, though. So we're going to do this. I am going to heal the Northshire Cleric and draw a card. Shadowward Pain could come in handy. I will swing with the Northstar Cleric in case that's a noble sacrifice, which it is, because of course it is. If he has an Argent Commander, he will win, but you gotta take some risks. I feel like he would have played it by now if he had it, you know. Just draw a card. This is actually quite difficult for me to kill.
It's time for a little
That's actually also quite difficult for me to kill. He's very angry. He's really trying to make this work. Shadowward Pain is a good card, but not quite here. Okay, well, I think what we're going to do is... Well, we definitely need to Shadowward Pain this. I think I need to keep healing my stuff and drawing cards. I think that's my best chance. There we go. Holy Nova is really, really good. So, got to be careful how you do this. First, I want to smack this thing, actually. Yeah, I want to smack this thing. Then I will draw 2 cards off of Holy Nova. Got some healing up here. Good. I now survive against an Argent Commander. I can kill off the Azure Drake.
Right away.
Swing for 1, pass the turn. Alright, now I can play this guy, heal myself, and heal my creatures. Lay on hands, restored health, draw 3 cards. Well, he's only got 1 card left. If I can just survive against these 5 cards, I will be fine. That is not a problemo. Okay, let's be very cautious here. I'm gonna heal... Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll heal one of my creatures. Draw 1 card. Shadowward Pain. Okay, we're gonna heal myself. Make sure we do that. Let's kill the Argent Squire because you don't want to let paladins keep cards around. It's very improbable that a paladin can deal 9 damage to me with 4 cards just on the spot. He's out of cards now, so all I have to do is survive these 4 cards, whatever they are, and then Fatigue will kill him because I'm 4 cards away from Fatigue, which is a galaxy of fatigue, of time, as far as for all I care. Wow, the Beast. I do have the wrong shadow words here, actually. These are the wrong ones. I need Shadow Word Death. Do I have any left? I don't remember if I do or not. That's very interesting. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Well, let's think. I can actually kill it really easily, yeah. All I have to do is survive these cards, so even if I 2 for 1 or whatever, it makes no difference. Let's just draw a card. I've got enough cards left that fatigue's not going to be an issue. Alright, we're gonna... Kill. Kill.
I've been inside that thing for months.
Do that. This. This, why not? And sure, why not this as well? Ding, ding. That's the turn. If he'd had that Beast earlier, he might have been able to win. I think he's going to be in real trouble now. Equality. Does he have a Consecration to back it up? Fen Creeper. Fen Creeper is not really going to help him, unfortunately. Sword of Justice. I would have played that before playing the Fen Creeper myself. Oh my god, he really should have played it before the Fen Creeper. Now Shadow Word Pain just kills it. Okay, so anyway, we're going to be just fine here. I don't want to heal my creatures anymore. So I've got 1 card left.
Right away.
Dealing a lot of damage. That's the game. Well, we saw it here, folks. My arena life was on the line. My opponent unequivocally had the kill. He didn't look for the win. He got googly-eyed by the big giant that he could kill with his charging 2/5. And then I won the game. Well, I've been complaining a lot about my luck, but you know what? There it is. It all kind of caught up to me. I got a stroke of good fortune, my opponent's brain fart. And it also goes to show how arena is indeed a game of skill. So yes, I will admit, when I went 0-3 with the Warrior, that was, you know, my fault. What is this? Neji Nice Guy? Weird. Is that like not-a in Spanish? Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. This guy's not great against mages. I might keep him against someone else, but against a hero who can just pop the Divine Shield, I don't care. This, though, turn 1 play. Quite expensive for my opponent to kill this off. Has to pop it twice. And it's a turn 1 play rather than a turn 4 play, so I don't really mind as much having its Divine Shield popped off. Now, if my opponent would just oblige me and play a 2 toughness creature, that'd be fan-fiddly-tastic. I could play Elven Archer. Pink, pink, and be good to go. Nope, not a chance. I'm not doing anything this turn. I don't want to heal my opponent, actually. Let's go ahead and heal myself.
My magic will tear you apart.
Thank you.
I love having magic tear me apart. It's one of my favorite fetishes. Okay, let's see what I can do on turn 3. Hopefully I draw something to play. This mage is a slow start. Ah, there we go. This is wasting the heal. I really couldn't care less. It's a 3-3. Can't always make the best plays. Sometimes you have to make the least worst plays. Scar the Crusader, very good card under normal circumstances. However, I have a very good answer to it. Well, I have two very good answers. I could play Elven Archer, Plank the Divine Shield, Argent Squire, or I could Shadow Word Pain. I'm going to keep the Shadow Word Pain around, though, simply because this deals with more stuff than what I just did deals with. Swing here, and heal myself. Kind of getting a lot of turns without use of that hero power, but that's fine. So my opponent does have a lot of cards, and mages can just, come back at any time, because they have all these, nice global spells. I'm one turn away from being able to use these, which is downright heartbreaking, but hopefully my opponent will give me something that it can be Shadow Word Pained. Nope, she's just gonna kill my stuff, it looks like. Oh, no, coin, and Shadow Word Pain. Oh, no, that doesn't really work that well. Ugh, crap. Well, what I'm actually gonna do is something a bit crazy. This Elven Archer's on borrowed time anyway, so I am gonna Shadow Word Pain that golem, and then use my Elven Archer for something useful. Heal myself yet again. Wow, that was a lot of turns of wasted ability there. This is where the priest ability, every hero ability will be bad in some cases. This was a game where the hero ability for the priest was quite terrible. Okay, I get to do the Argent Squire play. Woo! Where were you last turn? And pop the Divine Shield. Now, the sad thing about the Silverhand Knight is that he and his squire died of Flame Strike, so what I'd rather actually do, if this guy survives by some miracle, is actually give him bonus health. Because that would make him survive Flame Strike, which would be nice. Another option would be to run in, play Northshire Cleric, heal, Holy Smite to finish off. I'm going to do that, actually. Whoa. I couldn't heal it. It would be dead. Right, I was thinking of the Temple Enforcer and then running in. Okay, well, anyways, that doesn't actually work. So we're going to do this. We're going to actually kill his creature. Holy Smite it. Don't want to leave that thing around. So Flame Strike now kills the Argent Commander. Basically, the Argent Commander's back to where he used to be, but I have a 6/6 on the board that survives Flame Strike. And it even survives Flame Strike plus hero ability, so that's cool. And next turn I can Mind Control, so if my opponent plays something big, I can steal it. Although Mage is not the most likely to play big stuff. Okay. Well, that is quite unfortunate. But what I can do is the following. Northshire Cleric. Heal, draw a card. Shadow Form. Nope. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to make a bit of a crazy play. I'm going to just play Shadow Form here. Pass the turn. So... oh yeah, I can actually Mind Spike. So the reason I'm doing that is now I have just a strictly better version of the Mage's hero ability. But I keep this so that after the inevitable Flame Strike, I can repopulate the board really well. And I've got Mind Control and Shadow Word Death for dealing with a big drop that my opponent could have. Now, Mages don't have any class-specific really big cards. Like, they don't have any class-specific common 6-drops. So it would be a neutral creature, if anything, that I'd probably end up Mind Controlling. Ah, he's going to silence my card drawer, which is a good move. Polymorph my guy into a sheep, also a fair play. And then kill the sheep. Well, that was a good turn, but you know what? Not the greatest for my opponent. So, yeah, we'll just start using our OP hero ability here. Play this now. I am 90% certain that if my opponent had had Flame Strike, she would have played it last turn. So, Flame Strike, I believe, should be on top deck status. If my opponent has Flame Strike and didn't play it there, then I will be very impressed by her level of mind games. Oh my god, that was actually a middle card. It was top decked. It was not top decked, I mean. Yeah, wow, well played. Deserves a well played. I really thought for sure that my opponent didn't have it. Anyway, this is a pretty good draw because I had nothing else to play on this turn. Alright, we're going to just keep on Mind Spiking here. Crap, I have removal against big things, but little things actually are a problem. Well, Holy Nova. So, like, things in the 3 to 4 toughness range are a problem for me to deal with right now. Oh my god, that is kind of interesting. So he's going to get one of those little 2/1s but I can mind control it now, and that's kind of awesome. Is there anything? No, there's nothing better than mind controlling that. Who am I kidding? Alright, we're gonna mind spike this. Gonna keep the sheep around. And swing. Well, I don't know if mind control gets any better than that. So I steal his legendary, and if he has a fireball or polymorph, I steal that as well. That's pretty good use of mind control. Wow, Mona seems to not have... Oh, maybe he does. Nope, no polymorph, no fireball. That is crazy. That is balls to the walls crazy. Well, here it's actually really easy. Shadow Word Death seems good. I will attack with my sheep to see if this is a vaporize. It's ice barrier. I don't really care about that very much.
Who shall be next?
I'll hold back to onto that guy in case I need him, but I will play the Acolyte, because if Flame Strike were to happen now, I'd get a card. Making lots of these guys, by the way, isn't really worth it against a mage, because if she draws another Flame Strike, all these little things are going to die. So it's not like that useful for me to just try to churn out my cards if everything's dying to Flame Strike anyway. Alright, top decked Polymorph is a pretty good one for my opponent.
I'm not ready.
Okay. Blue Doctor, not useful just now. Let's just Mind Spike this. Spin for 3 damage. No need to play the Voodoo Doctor here or this guy, I think.
My magic will tear you apart.
Thank you.
Glory to the
Alright, no Divine Shields in this house. Gonna kill off my Sheepers. Sheepers, Creepers. Well, I think I'm in pretty good shape now. Put some stuff on the board. Hold on to these cards. I don't need to play them, so there's no need to overextend against Blizzard and Flame Strike and whatnot. I have so much health, and my opponent has so few cards and no way to card draw, and I have this Shadow form that it's just very unlikely my opponent can come back at this point. Pyroblast! Alright.
Well played.
That's cute. Okay, we're going to get a free card from the Acolyte that way. I know that I can Mind Spike my Acolyte to draw a card, but I'd rather not do that if I don't have to. Then we're going to Mind Spike that guy. Swing, swing. Holy Nova's not that useful yet. We'll just play this guy down.
It's time for a little blood.
I could Mind Spike him, squeeze out an extra point of damage. Actually, ooh, Ironforge Rifleman on him deals extra 2 damage compared to what I would get just from the Rifleman himself. Wow! Holy crap, am I actually going to lose to these Pyroblasts? I might be going too slowly here. I have 2, 4, 6... Yeah, we're going to have to hurry this up here. Well, that was a good game. Neji Nice Guy. Wow, that guy is... I don't know if he's just saying that... I never known people say the threaten emote, if they're saying that just to be funny, or if they're actually, like, hella pissed. But, yeah, that was a good game. We're up to 6-2. Oh, come on. Come on, doggy. Come on, doggy. Doggy, doggy, come on. 7 wins. You know, my last arena run that you saw with the Hunter that went to 6 wins, I got like 140 gold. Granted, that was a bit of a statistical outlier. The low end I've seen for 6 gold is 80 gold. For 6 wins is 80 gold. J-Ro. That sounds like... Oh, man, I was going to say something really racist. I'm actually not going to say it. Anyway, this is a crazy hand. Let's keep the Shadow Word Pain, obviously. But, see if I can get some plays. Man, the Earthen Ring Forester is like, you know what, Boris? I don't ever want to actually heal you. I just want to come down as a 3/3 for 3 mana. That's really my mission in life. Still not going to play the Elven Archer for a damage. That seems kind of pointless. Plus, a lot of hunters, in the name of playing beasts, well, not a lot, but some hunters will play like the Charging Boars and other crap. So you can kind of get away with murder a bit. I'm going to actually try to get a bit risky. I'm going to shoot the beast like that. And then try to trade. I mean, many things can go wrong with this plan, but it's worth a shot. Get it? Shot. Okay. Oh, he's got the hyena. Touche, sir. Touche. So my opponent is sitting there thinking, please don't have Shadow Word Pain. Please don't have Shadow Word Pain. And I have Shadow Word Pain. Okay, now I can actually play the Earthen Ring Farseer and heal, which is nice. The Panther is quite good here. Trades with my Earthen Ring. I could actually just go to Shadow Form, but nah, let's not do that. Let's just play this. Take it easy. See if we can get the Panther to trade for this guy, and then play the Silverhand Knight. I'm not that enthused by the Jungle Panther trading in for my Knight. Uh-oh. Well, shucks. I'm suddenly a lot more enthused about that whole thing. Actually, I have the other Shadow Word, don't I? Alright, that's good. We'll just do that. Can I do anything fancy? Nope, we're just gonna trade. I gotta watch your health against a hunter. Now, I could coin Shadow Form. That would be a bit risky. I'm gonna heal myself. This Shadow Form's not going anywhere. I feel like I've got stuff under control. I've got this, I've got this. My opponent's gotta run out of steam at some point here. Well, he doesn't have to. Cobra, that's a really good play because it by itself actually deals with the Silverhand Knight. That's quite unfortunate. Shit. Oh, that's bad. Could Shadow Form here. Ah, I think I found the... Nope, I didn't. Nope. Oh, I was really thinking I found it. If I was thinking I could Shadow Form, pop the Hyena, and then play the Dwarven Iron Forge Rifleman, ping the Cobra, and try to trade, but the problem with that is I'm 1 mana short of that move. Oh, man. Does this work? No, it really doesn't. The Cobra smacks into the big guy. The Hyena gets... They both die. The Hyena gets pumped to 4/3. He kills the Squire. End of story. Although then the Hyena will be at 1 health. I'll be able to use the Iron Forge Rifleman to finish it off. Well, that's a bit far-fetched. But it seems like this is the best plan I've got. He's got 2 cards here. I've got 1 card that I'm trying to trade with his 2 cards. That's sort of the plan that I'm going for. We'll see if it actually works. So anyway, the Cobra runs into this guy. They both die. The Hyena gets pumped to 4/3, kills the Squire, leaves at 1 health. I play the Iron Forge Rifleman and kill off the Hyena. The other way he could try to do it is to play the Cobra, kill the Squire, and try to get a kill on the Hand Knight as well, but that seems like it would be a little bit greedy. He's just going to play all the shit here. I see now. Well, this is actually a problem. He just played so much junk, he might be able to kill me before I have a chance to stabilize. He's not even going to go for my Squire. Touche, sir. Touche. This is really bad. I could mind control one of these things, but it seems a little bit silly. That would be my whole turn. He could then just... I could basically spend my entire turn to trade with 2 of his cards against each other. You know what? That is worth it. Obviously, the one to do is this one, I think. And then kill the Knife Juggler. He can deal 6 damage to me, go down to 14. I'm okay with that. Yep, I think that's the best play. I could Shadow Form, kill off the Knife Juggler, trade the Squire into the Ooze, but then I haven't really solved my problem. I've spent 5 mana out of 7. I could coin. This doesn't kill anything, though. Yeah, I think that's the best move. I don't know, but I think so. And then kill the Knife Juggler.
You insist.
So he can swing at me for 6 down to 14, but he's running low on cards. The alternative is to trade, but then he's running low on creatures, and I can heal most of the damage that he can deal to me. Alright, he's going to spend half his mana drawing a card. I'm fine with that. Jungle Panther again. Man, he's got lots of little beasts and stuff. Is that actually going to work? Well, if I draw Holy Nova, I'm totally fine here. But I have not found the Holy Nova. Okay. Shadow Form here really doesn't work, unfortunately. This would just die to a Deadly Shot, which he might be holding on to. Oh my god, am I actually going to lose this game? I think I have to heal myself and then play out all these random little things. The Worgen can trigger Wind Fury against them is the problem. 3, 6... You know, I think this is the move. I think I gotta do it. I'm gonna take a big risk here. Go into Shadow Form. I think it's what I have to do. I mean, he can hit me really good. He can hit 4, 6, 8 down to 9, and then he can keep on hitting me. But I have some healing cards in this deck, and I'm gambling that that's going to be my best odds of winning. Oh man, now it looks all silly. Oh, thank Christ, I drew a taunt. Okay. That is such bad manners. Alright, we're going to kill that thing. Play out all my stuff to reduce the chance that a deadly shot will kill the taunter that I have. We'll run into this, but if he runs into the taunter, he'll die. If he has a kill command, he's going to win. I have some healing here. I have the Holy Nova. I have the Voodoo Doctor. Oh, no, that's the game. Well played.
Well played.
I don't know, maybe the Shadow form... I mean, the thing is, if I had like 2 extra healing a turn, you know, it's not like I would have necessarily been able to come back, you know? Shadow Word Death, that's the wrong Shadow Word, as always. He's got hero ability next turn. Yeah, it's over. Okay, that's another failure of an arena. So I believe that's actually 3 failures in a row. So this new spirit of my videos is really paying off for you guys, seeing lots of failure for Papa Boris. So for 6 wins, let's go ahead and see what we get. If you enjoyed the video, do please like and or subscribe. And if you'd like to stick around, we're going to have Papa Boris's Happy Fun Time bonus hour. This 6-win arena, we're getting dust. This is actually the lowest I've ever seen. This is a new low. This is 75 gold, so half of an arena entry fee there for my 6 wins. Let's take a look at what we get in our pack. Crap. Okay. Total absolute garbage, trash, and okay. Only 1 duplication, that's kind of cool. So building out my collection slowly but surely, but I'm noticing like you pretty much get all your commons up right away. And getting up like the rares and stuff is very, very hard, especially the legendaries. I still only have 3 of those with enough dust to craft 1, so it takes a long time to build things up. Alright, we have Paladin, Priest, or Rogue in the next arena. Please look forward to it. I do. I shall see you then.